Well, unfortunately, it seems like gone are the days when we could just let our guard down. You just never know when you'll find yourself in a dangerous situation. Threats to our safety can come at any place, at any time.
Situational awareness is an important thing, and you would probably agree that being prepared is your best defense. So today, we're going to learn more about self-defense. Here to lead the charge is the owner of the Delaware Self-Defense Academy. This is Professor Ronnie Wiest. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Wonderful having
Absolutely.
you. All right, so self-defense these days is just simply a good idea, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Why?
Well, quite frankly, most people think they don't need it.
Yeah.
And the most people that think they don't need it are the ones that need it the most.
Yeah.
You know, people just assume with technology I'll be safe. I can call this person, I can call that person. I mean, first responders are a wonderful resource we have. The problem is they're always 20, 30 minutes after the phone call.
Yeah.
You are your own first responder.
So you need to be prepared.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when you say self-defense, what does that entail?
It's a lot more than just the punch and kicking thing that people tend to think. It's awareness, preparedness, you know, being willing and able to defend yourself, situational awareness, knowing how to make good decisions, things like that. Most self-defense is based on not putting yourself in a bad position in the first place and making yourself vulnerable.
Right. So who do you think should take a self-defense class?
Everyone.
Everyone. Anybody more in particular than anybody else?
No, everyone.
Everyone. Period.
Everyone's a potential victim. I mean, criminals don't discriminate. They want to take what's easy and when they won't get caught doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you teach Jujitsu, which is a unique type of self-defense. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we teach Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's the only complete self-defense martial art. And what I mean by complete is, you know, our curriculum, you know, we include, of course, standing self-defense, which is, you know, headlocks, hair pulls, bear hugs, chokes, ground grappling when the fight hits the ground, you know, striking. We teach takedowns and throws. And of course, in the art, we have a very significant history and philosophy section of it as well.
Right. So why did you get so involved in this?
Well, I've been doing it about 21 years.
Yeah.
When I was 21, I got shot in the head, stabbed in the back. And at that point, I think self-defense is probably a good idea.
Is it just something that dawned on you?
Yeah, right. I was like, well, I should probably learn something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I really dedicated the rest of my life to self-defense.
And was that a situation where you, had you known self-defense, do you think you would have not, that would have not happened to you, or?
Had I known the philosophy behind self-defense, it wouldn't have been as bad, I don't think.
Really?
I think I made it worse by not knowing.
By not knowing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I was an old school wrestler, and I figured I can just wrestle my way out of this, and it just made it worse. Had I known, you know, good Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, I would have made better decisions.
Right. So do you think people have a lot of misconceptions about self-defense?
Of course, absolutely.
Like what? What do you think?
Well, and the reason is, and I can go on for days about it, but there's a lot of less than reputable self-defense instructors that want to teach flashy things, you know, spinning kicks and punching and all these things, and the average person can't do that, or they won't do that, or they're not athletic enough to do those things. So most people steer away thinking, I have to be in shape to do this. I have to be flexible. I have to be young and athletic. So most people have a bad taste on self-defense. They think it's not for them.
Huh. So you mentioned you learned firsthand how self-defense works. I'm sure in teaching people, you've learned firsthand.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Tell us any particular story.
Oh, I can tell you tons of stories. I mean, you know, the biggest reward, though, is after you've been teaching somebody for a period of time, and they come back to you and say, hey, you're never going to believe what happened the other day. And usually it's something sort of benign, sort of non-dramatic, but they were able to avoid a potential situation just based off the education you taught them. So they were able to recognize this could be bad, but I'm going to do this and this instead. I don't even have to use anything physical to avoid this. So again, self-defense is best if you don't have to use it, just knowing it.
Watching out in the first place.
Right.
Staying out of the
Just making
situation.
good decisions, right?
There you go. All right. So, Professor Ronnie Wiest, owner of the Delaware Self-Defense Academy. Now, please don't go anywhere. Okay. Because we're just getting started with you. All right. Just getting started. Now, up next, we're going to get an in-studio lesson on self-defense. Ronnie and I are off to the Mid-South audio stage where he's going to show us a few moves on what you can do if you are ever in the face of danger.